Just make sure I got everybody here. I'd first of all like to acknowledge all those from Vodafone. It's obviously a great day for Vodafone, a great day for the New England, for the respective councillors that are around here, and also council staff. To my good friend and working colleague, Adam Marshall, it's great to see you here. I'll buy you a tie before you go home. To John Barillaro, it's great to see you up here. To one and all, it's an absolute pleasure. I was writing as I came up here an op-ed, and it was about the purpose of the National Party, and that is to push development out to the corners of our nation, by so doing making our nation a stronger place. And so it's great to be able to work with good companies and to have people use their intuition to be able to drive a service out. $100 million is what the federal government has placed towards round 1 of this mobile phone Blackspot program. We have $60 million that will roll out in round 2. This is serious money that can deliver real outcomes. I was very happy for the people of New England, for the people I serve, in that when we had their first announcement. To be honest, there were some people who had a very glum look on their face because they didn't get a phone tower. There were others who got 1 or 2 and pretty unhappy. There was a few that were happy because they got 4 or 5 and they were spruiking their stuff. And I was told to shut up because we got 28. So that's what happens when you go to bat, you work hard with people such as Adam Marshall, work hard with people such as local councillors, work with the intuition of people such as Goldwyn, who says, well, let's work together so we can get a tower out there. When we talk to people at the edges, and that's really important, the people at Drake, to make sure that we get a mobile phone tower in there, in areas such as Urbanville, to where I grew up, Woolbrook, to make sure that we get mobile phone coverage there. To near where I live at the moment, Dungowan, Wooloman, all these areas which we're using this money to drive mobile phone coverage into, so that people can get that proper outcome. Because as has been pointed out, it is not just the people who need the coverage now, it is the farm machinery, it is also in making sure that we have online assessment of the mechanics of so many things that require mobile telecommunications. To talk to people the other day and they said, you know, if a bearing starts going in my tractor, we send the message to a mobile phone base. The mobile phone base sends a message to a satellite. The satellite sends a message to Detroit. Detroit sends a message back to the local machinery dealer. The machinery dealer rings me up, tells me that if I turn the tractor off now, I have a $5,000 problem. If I keep going, I have a $100,000 problem. That's the world we're living in these days. And it's so vitally important to make sure we've got this telecommunication capacity. So I just want to absolutely make certain that in this next round, this next $60 million that we're running out, that we work just as hard as we did in the first round to make sure that we go into further corners of the seat of New England and further corners of our nation in Australia and go into further corners to deliver that service so that we can take our people into the same 21st century where everybody else is living. So that we can make sure that when people are driving down the road, they've got the security of having mobile phone coverage. So we can make certain that when people are out in the paddocks, that they've got the capacity in so many areas now to basically pull a phone out and to be able to pick up and be able to get the assistance that they need. So once more, I thank you all for your attendance today. I acknowledge that this is round 1. It's a great round. I want to acknowledge the work that Vodafone are doing because they're bringing competition into the New England as well. Vodafone are going to make sure that you're getting paid, that you get the fair price for the product because we've got 2 carriers there that'll be able to compete with one another. Vodafone are making absolutely certain that this is going to be a place where no matter where you go in the New England, that you've got a better chance than most seats of getting mobile phone coverage, and that's what we're here for. So anyway, thank you very much for your attendance. No doubt Adam will say something, no doubt John will. All the best and God bless, and have a very Merry Christmas.
I'm a bit shorter than everyone else. Thank you very much, Hein. Thank you very much, Di, for hosting the launch today in beautiful and fit Glen Innes, which is terrific. I also want to acknowledge Councillor David Jones and Ken Betty from Inverell Shire. Obviously this tower, being so close to Glen Innes, is actually in Inverell Shire, and the role that Council played, both councils, but particularly Inverell in taking the lead, is it should rightly be acknowledged today. So thank you very much. This is a special day for the New England, for the Northern Tablelands, the very first tower in round one to be rolled out anywhere across the state, and I can't think of a better spot to do it. In an area where, as Barnaby said, of the 144 towers in the first round, 28 of them are in the New England, which is a huge chunk. 9 of them across the Northern Tablelands electorate, which falls sort of half and half within New England and the federal seat of Parks. But I am very excited, not just because of the ability to offer increased mobile phone coverage to make a call, but as we all know, the way business is changing, as the Minister said, it's the ability to actually transfer large quantities of data over your tablet or mobile devices, which is becoming sometimes even more important than the ability to actually make a phone call. And so it's not just about having towers to have reception, it's actually having the capacity on those towers through the 4G, which is on its way, certainly for as far as Vodafone is concerned, to actually transfer large amounts of data, whether you're operating on the tractor on the farm, or you're a professional working for a company as a rep travelling on the road, or you're someone like Barnaby and myself where we're trying to download emails and attachments as we're on the road for weeks at a time trying to find out what's going on. It is absolutely vital. I'm really proud that through Minister Barilaro, the state government's been able to partner with the federal government and a lot of local councils like Inverell, Glen Innes and others across the state, and of course companies like Vodafone to deliver these towers. But what I want to say very clearly is that I'm going to be lobbying very hard the Minister, and that's why I brought him up here, to get another state government contribution for round 2. We contributed 25 in round 1 with the Feds 100 million. The Feds are putting up 60 million in round 2, and I want to see us put forward a comparable contribution as well so that we can leverage even more towers for country areas. And I know state, telecommunications is not a state responsibility, but I think this is a real winner because we've all got a vested interest in developing regional New South Wales. Without mobile phone coverage, without the ability to transfer data, it restricts our ability to do that and market our communities. So thank you to the federal government. Thank you to Vodafone. I think it's great that you're entering the market because it does make sure the other carriers sharpen their pencils as well, which is vital, because often in country as we get dudded with a lack of competition. So competition is a very good thing and something we really appreciate. So thank you very much. Thanks to Barnaby. Thanks to John Barilaro for being here as well. And again, well done to both councils. Thank you.